Hey guys, I just thought I'd make a video. Sorry about that, didn't mean to have that so loud, okay. I just wanted to make a video, and I was gonna dedicate it to Black Pill Prescriptions. I really liked his video that he made about the shooter in, I think it was in England somewhere. I might be wrong. I don't have it in front of me. But I just wanted to make this one comparing it to what happened to me tonight in the comments section. I made the video about the cheerleader, that I almost could have maybe, slept with, and that I messed it up and it didn't go right. And, it's funny. This guy leaves a comment talking about, don't waste your life like this guy. It just saddens me to see people waste their lives. And I'm thinking, here's the thing. And it's just like what Black Pill Prescriptions talked about with the shooter. And I'm not defending the shooter, and I'm not defending him killing people, for goodness sake. But this is the thing. It takes a lot of guts for me, takes a lot of guts for a lot of guys to come on here and do videos and talk about their lives, to admit their struggles with women, to admit their failures. And it takes a lot of courage for them to do this. And when I see them and I watch their videos, I don't give them bad comments. Even if I disagree with them, like, I don't look at Todd when he used to talk about his simping, he would call it, the simping for Rowan. I never went on there and said, yeah, man, you're pretty pathetic, for doing that. Does he need that right now? Like, he knows it. When Saint Andrean made a video talking about him being 40 years old and being a virgin, 40 plus and being a virgin, do I go on there and say, yeah, boy, you really are pretty pathetic, man. God wasted your life. That he talked the whole video about it. Do I go on there and insult him? Do I go on there? No. And not just because I'm in the same situation. I wouldn't do it if I had 100 women. But this is what he was talking about, Black Pill Prescriptions, about the guy that did the shooting. The media will come out and do their same nonsense. It'll be about the guns, even though it wasn't in the United States. It'll be about the guns. It'll be about video games, violent video games. It'll be about parents and about all of the school and education. But it won't be about the real thing. This guy was he's probably like us. He probably had a miserable life. And he might have reached out to people. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I'm betting you he reached out to people. Just like Black Pill Prescriptions talked about. And I bet you nobody helped him. I'll bet you nobody helped him. I bet they gave him stupid answers. Probably told him it was his fault. You just need to be more positive in life. Oh, you're so negative. I used to get told crap like this all the time. Oh, you're so negative. You just need more confidence. And I don't even mean about women, man. This guy, like Black Pill Prescription said, man, this goes so much deeper than women, man. Like, yeah, that's a major reason. And if he probably had a good woman in his life, a girlfriend, a wife, it might have helped him. But, when I look at this and I watch how people get treated, how I've been treated through the years, and I know that it's way more than that, man. I didn't just get treated, which I don't know if I got treated poorly by women. Well, by my family, friends, so-called friends, and just people in general that I had to deal with, like at school and when I worked that short period of time and all that stuff. And people, we just get sick of it, man. That's what I mean. You give this guy no support, I'll guarantee it, and I'm with him. I'm with Black Pill Prescriptions. I bet you if they go and if they really do it fairly and investigate this guy's life, I bet he was really hurting. Just really sad. And I bet you he did try to reach out sometimes. And you know what I bet he got? A lot of garbage. I'll guarantee you, because I know I did. I'll never forget, and I'm not even caught, and it's funny that the idiot left a comment on my video tonight, the very day that he made that, Black Pill Prescriptions made that video about the shooter. I just found that, excuse me, I just found that so interesting. And, I'm being told that I'm wasting my life. It just drove me crazy. It's like, dude, you don't even know. And he said he watched my videos because I put the comment on it. If you watch my videos, you don't know the whole story. Oh, I've watched your videos. Then you're full of shit. So I'm not even going to respond to it anymore. If you saw my videos, then you don't have then either you don't care, or you can't comprehend, or you're a troll. But it's things like this. These people come on here. Man, I wouldn't be on here if I had a life different than this. You think if I had a pretty decent wife, and I had some children, and I had a pretty good job, that I could support them, especially a job where she didn't have to work, and I could really support the kids, and they wouldn't have to be with... You think I would... You think that I would be on here making these videos, or watching incel videos, or black pill videos? You think I'd be doing that? No. My cousin, that's why he got so mad about the things I said, that he saw the video. How he saw it, I have no idea. Because he don't know anything about this stuff. He don't know anything. He's a normie. So he doesn't know anything. He didn't have to. And I just find this so interesting that... I can remember another incident of things that happened to me when I was younger. And it also proves that I'm so knowledgeable that I understand how the world's going, that nothing happens in a vacuum. It's never just you going through these things. And that's partly why I love to watch the black pill people and the incel guys. It helps you know you're not alone. You're not the only one going through a miserable life. And that you just couldn't win. You did the best you could, and it didn't matter. And you kind of just sunk into a nihilistic state. What else was you going to do? And like I said, you get comments, oh, it's your fault. Oh, you didn't do anything. Please. But I'll never forget what happened to me about 2 or 3 years ago. Actually, this is about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was sitting inside one of the bars that night. And this is when I was still really trying to pick up women big time. Like, I was really doing the PUA nonsense. And I was still trying, and I was sad because, obviously it wasn't really going well, and I was just kind of just depressed. It was one of those where you're depressed and you're down. You can't snap your fingers and overcome it. You're just going to have to get through it and just kind of wallow in your self-pity for a while. And I was real depressed, and these two guys came by. Yeah, I get it, they're drunk, but they come by, and they're bothering me. Now, one of them sat down next to me, and he was kind of being friendly, but he was just really drunk, and I'm like, man, because I was sitting at a table by myself, and I'm thinking, man, just leave me alone, And finally, he was getting up to go, and his friend comes over. Who's this idiot? He's drunk, being a douche. And I just thought if I just didn't say nothing, they'd go away. And finally, he goes, what's wrong with you? And I said, I'm just depressed, man. Well, no, he asked why I was so droopy looking, and I was like, I'm just depressed, man. I'm by myself, and, I'm kind of lonely, And I'll never forget his answer. And, I got other stories I can tell of how people treated me. But he looks at me and goes, get over it, dude. People are lonely all the time, and they're not sad and wallowing around. Really? They're not? Boy, because there's a lot of people online that sure seem to be sad, and they're lonely. My aunt's very lonely, and she's very sad. Seems like it's a lot of people. And I remember he just slammed the beer down and walked away, and I thought, man, karma's a bitch, man. And for you doing that, because I would never do that to somebody if I saw him. So even if my life was great, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, man, poor guy, hope he's all right, hoping, pull it together. I wouldn't be like, hey, you stupid. Even if I was drunk. I've been drunk before, And I'll never forget another incident. My cousin's wife. Yeah, I hope you hear this one. I was talking about having didn't have a lot of friends in school, and it was hard for me to make friends because people didn't hang around with me. I had a few acquaintances, but I didn't have friends. And I remember saying, boy, I don't know, did you have trouble making friends? And I remember she was real snarky with the comment. No, I had friends. And she had this little, yeah, I had friends, weirdo, because everybody does. Oh, I guess except you, because you're an idiot. And it was just that snarky little comment. Here I was, kind of pouring my heart out, because I'm an honest person about stuff. I don't lie about it. If I'm having an issue, I'll just say it. Say it to me. And for her to just kind of poo-poo all over that, and now knowing that we're having an epidemic of loneliness and an epidemic of friendless guys that don't have any friends, there's been YouTube videos made by different guys talking about it. Martin Goldberg did a video talking about it. Rollo Tomasi did a video talking about it. I think Sandman, the MGTOW guy, he did a video talking about the epidemic of loneliness with guys. A book I read, Man Out, by Andrew Yarrow, did the same damn thing. Talked about the age of loneliness. That women seem to have a few friends, but men will either, if they're married or have a serious girlfriend, they'll say, "Oh, my best friend is my wife," but they have no other friends. And some men, don't even have, of course, the girl like us. They're just alone, man. They are fucking, excuse my language, but they are alone, man. And, I'm just thinking, no, it turns out I'm not an oddity. No, it turns out I'm not rare. No, it turns out it's not it didn't just happen in a vacuum. It's a major societal problem. And I don't know, it just made me mad. And of course, women never have the problem like that, like guys do. I'll see it at the bar sometimes. You'll see all these girls, and they got their friends, and they're running all over the place. And then here, sometimes the guys are just kind of standing there. And you can tell the ones that are kind of by themselves. Like me, but you'll see other guys, and you can tell it's like, yeah, they're by themselves, man, and they're embarrassed. They don't want to be there by themselves. And I don't care, it doesn't bother me, but I know a lot of people it does. And it's just, I don't know, it shows how little people care about us. And I'm telling you, and they wonder, our society wonders, especially the Western world, the United States, the Anglo countries, the Western Europe, they wonder why this happens. Oh, wow, why are you having these people going crazy shooting people, these guys? I wonder why. And I'm not defending it. But do you see a little bit of a cause and effect? Maybe it's because nobody gives a shit about them, and they just quit caring. One day, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, like I said, they shouldn't have done what he did. I think the shooter killed himself too, I think. But, it kind of got really noticed when Elliot Rodger did it, and I think a few other guys did it. But I'm going to tell you this. When somebody's pouring their heart out to you, and you can see it, right? They're hurting. No, they're not faking it. They're not just wallowing in pity. No, they're really hurting, man. You can tell. Just listen to them, man. You don't even have to have an answer. They're not asking you, to solve the problem. They're just asking you to give a shit. Just care. Just for 5 seconds. Forget about your useless lives and just think about them just for a minute. Just quit thinking about your needs and your narcissistic ways and just listen to them for 5 seconds. I think they'd be real appreciative. It's just so sad. And it's no wonder men just quit caring and they off themselves. They just take their life, man. Because nobody cares about them and they just give up. And I tell you, I've been thankful through the years that these guys came online and made their videos, because it helped me. And I bet you it helped other guys seeing my videos, because they know they're not alone. Okay? They know they're not the worst person in the world. Okay? So, all you scumbags that didn't help that guy, you idiots in the comment section that leave your stupid comments, all the ones that give such negativity, because you don't care. And I love how the guy wrote back, when I made my comment, "Oh, I felt really sad. I didn't mean nothing bad." Sure you did. Of course you did. You exactly meant what you said. You meant it to be hurtful. You didn't care. And that's why I tell any of you guys, man, when you get comments like that, just delete them. If they really bother you, just take them off. Because you don't need that, man. People are coming on here because they can't go to a psychiatrist, because they probably ain't got no money and ain't got no way to go see them. And if they had a way to go see them, it wouldn't help them anyway. They probably don't have any family that listens to them. They're probably, all over them, telling them they're losers and they need to do something with their life. They need to grow up and all this nonsense. And they just come on here like I do. They just come on here and make videos and maybe do live streams. They just want to talk to somebody. And I tell you, all you people that give them negative treatment, remember, you're going to pay for it one day. I know you don't believe in God, so you try to say, "Oh, I'm an atheist," and I'm an atheist, so it means that there's never going to be a judgment because God don't exist. Oh, He exists. It ain't gonna matter what you think. Your atheist belief means absolutely nothing. That's just because you don't want to take responsibility. And when you get to the judgment, God's going to bring that up. When you saw them people hurting, did you help them? Did you just listen to them? God knows whether you did or didn't. He knows. And He remembers it. And you're going to say, "No, I didn't really care. I didn't care what they went through." And He's going to say, "Neither do I care about you. Get away from me." And off to hell you'll go for eternity. It ain't going to be just for that. You'll probably do a whole lot of other horrible things to send yourself there. But just remember, all the trolls on my videos, on other people's videos, just remember that. Remember, I may not know who you are. They don't know who you are, but God knows who you are. He knows everything about you. And you won't get away with it. You think you will. You won't. And that's what I think, a lot of this atheist belief in the United States is, and around the Western world. I think a lot of us just don't want to take no responsibility for their actions. "Oh, God don't exist, so I can do whatever the hell I want. I want sex, because that's going to make me happy." Shit. Sex make you happy, please. But, yeah, I just find it interesting. But, yeah, I mean, just remember, you'll pay a price for it. But, yeah, I ain't really got anything else to say. I just needed to make that video. And like I said, Black Pill Prescriptions was really inspirational for me to make this, because it's like he said, man, nobody listens to us. That's why we come on here. You think if we had a close friend, we'd come on here? My friend, I remember a guy that I knew one time, I didn't tell him what my channel or anything was, but I said that I went on YouTube, made videos, and he said, "Man, I'd never do that." He said, "All them people are going to do is harass you and give you a hard time." He said, "Them people don't care, man." He said, "They just want to hurt people." And I thought, he's kind of right. I didn't want to believe that, but he is kind of right. People are kind of just scum. That's why the Bible says, I guess the Bible is true, Most people are going to go straight to hell when they die. Wasted it. No, the one that wasted their life wasn't me. It's you. Hurting others and insulting others. Not caring about other people. Worrying about things that don't make you happy. Well, I'm going to just be rambling here if I keep going, so I'll go ahead and get off here. But, yeah, guys, just like I said, for all you black pillars, and you know, if you get negative comments like it, just delete them. Heck with those people. They're probably just trolls trying to hurt you anyway. But that's all I got to say, guys. Have a good day. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.